Hail to Mother Russia, the land
Switzerland,
of thin tracks.
Switzerland was famous for its fuel gas.
All the mud people. they mined all the gas. The fuel gas.
Gas fuel?
This track looks much more vibrant with, defined barriers. Not just brown things sticking up out of the mud. Oh, Jesus. Looks like a pretty crazy one so far.
But no more crazier than I am.
You wish.
Well, clearly,
Just wait till we get in the
crazy, I
woods.
think.
I mean, it's a miracle that he's been able to keep a stable hold of his sanity, honestly.
Or that he's even able to function.
Narrow parts.
Without just going on
Okay.
a destructive rampage. Oh, I didn't
That
realize.
was a nice turn there.
Yeah,
What are you, me?
I got confused there for a second.
Loser.
But even
Fucking
still, I'm
got him.
still in second place. Behind Arthur here, which I just murdered.
Yeah. Now he's going
As you do.
buried into the dirt of Moscow.
Yeah, beware. There's going to be a nice fun turn up here.
Michael Caps. It sounds like a fake name, like somebody would put that on their fake driver's license.
I mean, it could just be one of those things of, like, foreign people trying to come up with American names.
Yeah.
Could be. You never know.
Like, what do Americans love? Caps. Well, name him Michael Caps.
Like, baseball caps, bottle caps.
Doesn't matter, any kind of cap.
Total caps.
A cap.
A bottle cap that's a cap?
Yes.
Yes.
A hat for your bottles.
Oh, I was thinking of, like, a wearable
Maximum
bottle cap.
overcaps. At least this track has some nice scenic routes on it.
Mostly all I've seen is trees.
I know, right? It's so different than every other map. It's got trees that are close to the track instead of a mile away.
But that's all the tracks. All of them had trees.
But not this many.
I mean, I'll be completely honest that I haven't paid attention at all, so if you told me that there was trees on the other maps, I wouldn't even have known.
It's not like there's a lot to look at.
Yeah.
Well, it is GameCube graphics.
And this is the largest map on the
I
game,
accidentally
too.
took a screenshot on my phone somehow. Wonder what I took it of.
Crowdsourced costly images.
No, it was a picture of Raid Shadow Legends reviews.
Oh.
That's great. I definitely need to keep that one.
You had to take it as evidence.
I don't think
Wow,
anybody
Caps has
needs
been
any
ridiculous.
evidence that Raid Shadow Legends sucks.
Gonna have a Phoenix Wright case here soon about this.
Or are you sure it's not gonna be
probably
Casper
gets
Mattress?
sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Because they sue people for bad reviews, too.
What was that game?
Apparently, Casper Mattress used to sue people for bad reviews, too.
Oh.
Well, you know, that usually gives your company a great reputation.
Oh, yeah, totally.
When you sue people. Nothing says, hey, buy our product. Like, we're going to sue you if you don't like it.
They hurt our feelings.
Yeah, boo-hoo. Cry about it.
We did. And we
You
hurt
should.
ourselves in the process of doing it, which is your fault.
I saw this, I was watching one of those, videos of the guy reading the Reddit stories, of shit. And I think it was one about entitled parents, where, this lady had taken her, young daughter to the doctor or something, and they were waiting in the lobby.
A young doctor called Doctor.
Doctor.
And, he had like
Doctor,
a heart
give him
monitor
the nose.
on.
He's got a bad case of Karenism.
It wasn't even about a Karen, it was about a Chad.
I think we can continue now that Gabe's done singing.
But yeah, it had a heart monitor that was keeping the baby alive. And this little kid from this other dude that was just like sleeping over there apparently came over and wanted to play with the heart monitor.
Oh no!
Yeah,
no!
like thinking it was like some sort of fucking toy, and the lady's
No.
like, "That's not a toy. Go like fuck with your dad or something if you want something to do."
Yeah.
So apparently he went and woke up his dad, and his dad came over. Why won't you let my son play with your toy? And I was like, it's not a fucking toy, you dipshit. So then eventually there was like a point where the kid like tried to pull the heart monitor out or something,
Jesus.
and like a nurse came over to help out.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dire situation when you're trying to take
Keep
away
someone
a baby's
alive?
life support. And then apparently the dad eventually got like banned for the premises or something, which I didn't even know that was possible to get banned from like a hospital. But
Hope
you know,
hope you don't
sucks
need
to
the
be
hospital.
on his team, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope you don't need him in the next couple.
Apparently,
couple
his
months.
wife was the one who was there, like at some doctor's appointment or something. So she was inside doing that, and he was supposed to be watching the kid out there.
Doing a crappy job of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently. But then after a while, apparently they added a comment to it that said that apparently the dad tried to sue the hospital for emotional damages. Man,
Oh,
like,
wow.
I'm
that's
sorry,
fucking
were you the
hilarious.
one almost murdered?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you tried to fucking murder a little baby, and you're trying to sue for emotional damages.
Well, at least we got a nice long track to talk about this.
That's been all the tracks. What are you saying? Nothing's changed.
Well,
Yeah, this
now
one
it went
especially.
from Pokecast to Chadcast, where we talk about Chads. Do you have any other Chad stories you'd like to talk about?
Tina, eat your dinner.
There's nothing to do with Chad.
Could be.
Chaz Princeton from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX?
You even know who the fuck that is. I even remember all this terrible shit from terrible TV shows.
I don't understand my brain sometimes. Information just gets locked in
Like
there.
when I was
never
editing
forget.
one of the Halo Let's Plays, you were talking about like fucking Ben 10's car or something. It's like, how the fuck do you even remember that shit?
Yeah, the bright green monstrosity.
Yeah, see, Gabe remembers.
I don't know how either of you remember this shit.
I used to watch the show as a kid.
I watched it too, and I don't remember anything about a fucking car. I remember like 2 of the aliens, and that's about it. Because of course there's that 4-armed one that I'm pretty sure was just called 4 Arms.
Yep, you're right.
Very
Yep.
creative naming process.
I don't remember all the names
And then
anymore,
there was
but I
that
remember
flaming one that I don't remember what the name was.
I don't remember either, honestly.
I mean, it looked like a flame Antronarch from Skyrim, so.
Yeah.
And yes, internet, I called it Skyrim and not Elder Scrolls, because nobody gives a fuck.
Then there was Stinkfly, which was an alien fly.
Gray matter.
Yeah, Gray Matter, the little smart one.
Then there's one called Rollout.
What?
A bit later on in the series, he turns into a he's able to roll up
Oh,
into a
when
giant
they
Oh.
decided that 10
Wasn't that
wasn't
Cannonbolt?
enough aliens?
Oh yes, yeah, Cannonbolt.
Then there is a Ghost Freak, which became evil. Then there is the fish, the fish
The
mermaid.
fish.
Yeah.
Was that his name? The fish.
Ripjaw, I think it was.
Yep.
He's like, oh, I got you now. I'm going to turn into the fish.
Accelerate, the fast Velociraptor.
Spelled exactly how you think it is. XLR8.
Oh, cool. That's so edgy.
How many was that?
I don't know. Might have been 10.
There was also one in the later series where there actually was the car called Way Big. It was the size of a skyscraper.
Yeah. That was like introduced in the movie or whatever.
Pterodon?
Yes.
There's going to be a Pokemon Ben 10 crossover. Ben 10 becomes a Pokemon trainer.
Oh my.
Then I know in one of the later series there is literally an alien made up of Legos.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't watch at that point.
And then he could even turn into a Vilgax-like alien later too.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a Vilgax is.
He
Maybe.
was the antagonist from the original
Which,
series.
quote unquote, was actually part of the original Vilgax.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
And I was totally looking at the wrong screen for part of that.
Pretty much for Ben 10, I just watched the original series and Alien Force, which was the sequel. I didn't
I
really
know
watch
that it
anything
came
past
out
that.
with one afterwards. I might have watched it, but I don't remember.
Oh, and then
anything
you could
about
also
it.
turn into werewolf, mummy, and then that Frankenstein one.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Those aren't even aliens.
They were in the show.
But yeah, then there's been like 4 or 5 series at this point.
They
And-
all involve Ben.
Yeah. Although I think it was the last one they did, I think, which was just the reboot of it, and it was worse.
Yeah.
Or at least I presume it was worse. I don't know.
They should have done like a Rugrats all grown up thing where it's Ben 10 in college trying to.
Well,
study.
that was kind of Alien Force.
No, of course it was.
And I liked Alien
Why?
Force. for what
Where
it
is
was.
that bike going?
It's going to the left and to the right.
Jason Alexander sounds like another fake name. Like somebody like come up with typical American name. Call him Jason Alexander.
I mean, we do have a Johnson in this game, so.
Is his name John Johnson?
Could be.
Like the most generic American name you could come up with.
Johnny Johnson.
John Jonah Jameson.
John Johnson. Bought John. Okay, well I just ate shit.
D9.
That was a hot air balloon. I want to go play with that thing. This motocross track, Gunther wants to go on a ride on the hot air balloon.
These are some weird trees. Just saying.
I haven't even noticed any trees.
They're just like long sticks with a bush on the top,
It's
basically.
definitely not a palm tree, which I'm assuming is what they were going for since it's supposed to be LA.
Yeah.
There's no branches or anything. It's just a long stick with a bush on top.
That's like if you ask somebody to draw a tree, and
Yeah, if
they
you ask a
didn't know
kid to
what
do that,
yeah.
that'd be the result.
Like you tell a kid in kindergarten to draw a fucking tree and then just draw a stick with a little bush on top. Do you think that's how they got the art for this game? And
Maybe.
little kids draw it. It was cheaper than hiring actual animators.
But the problem turned 15 years later when he was
Fire
asked to do the
Nation
same
attacked.
thing in his art school class, and he was still doing the same thing.
Now, see, there's a good show that I actually remember things about.
Oh, Avatar.
Yeah,
Have you seen Korra yet?
no.
I still think it's worth a watch.
Maybe if I can find it on something.
And actually, from
Not like I have
something
Netflix or
relevant,
anything.
I think I saw it on Twitter either during this week or last week, but I guess they're doing more stuff with Avatar here soon.
Yeah, I saw some people saying stuff about their.
Are they gonna remake the Avatar live action movie?
They should just stop trying with that.
I think they are doing another live action thing.
God. If it was,
I think it's a
live
Netflix
action would be
series.
cool if it was like was animated properly and the actors actually tried.
Yeah.
Again, they're gonna turn Chinese people into black people. I guarantee it.
But I think it's like a live action Netflix series. I want to say maybe.
I saw people online talking about like new Avatar stuff. They're like, if they make anything new Avatar, I'll watch it. And it's like, have you not been burned already?
Yeah.
You know it, that it's not necessarily going to be good. It's like, I mean,
And I think beyond that, they've said they're doing like a new animated movie, and there's going to be other new projects expanding upon the universe of
they could
Avatar.
do the
Korra.
Avatars after Korra.
Possibly.
That could always be worse though. Too.
They've said just like specifically the universes of the original Avatar and Korra. I don't know if that means like they'll do anything past Korra though.
It'd be kind of cool to see stuff before Aang even. Like,
Yeah.
you can do more stuff with Avatar Kyoshi.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the one before him?
That would be Avatar Roku.
Yeah.
Roku,
Yeah, the
It was-
fire.
Was Kyoshi the
One right-
Earthbender one?
yeah.
then?
Kyoshi was the Earthbender. That was right before Roshi.
I mean Roku.
If they,
Was it, what was it again?
it was
Did I
Kyoshi.
say
Roku-
Avatar Roshi?
Yeah, you said Roshi.
It was Kyoshi, Roku, and Korra. So if they had an Avatar after Korra, it would be an Earthbender. going by the cycle.
Yeah.
Of course, Korra kind of broke the cycle, so who knows how it's going to go.
The spoilers, Jesus. You can see it.
Did she really? I don't remember
I
that.
think so, because apparently she lost her bending, then got it back.
How does an avatar lose their bending?
Lost her connection
no.
to the Avatar state, apparently.
Well, basically what that was is that the main bad guy of like the first part was like a guy that was using blood bending to basically restrict people from using their bending powers. You know, passing it off as like an ability that he could take away, powers.
Yeah.
So really, Korra never lost her bending powers. They were just kind of sealed, from how I understand it. Granted, I
It
mean,
would
could
be
And
be.
then she
people.
immediately went to go and use airbending right after that.
Yeah, she unlocked the ability to use airbending after that, basically.
I'd like to see a show about airbenders that aren't.
I mean, in Korra, there is an airbender that comes about that goes to the Earth Kingdom and literally murders, the leader there.
Yeah, there you go. I want a show about that. Those damn air nomads that don't want to fight anything. I want to see the whatever, I forget what his name is, but
Funny thing is, Aang's supposed to be the last and only airbender, but yet he must have had to have a lot of kids to have all those airbender kids that magically show up.
Well, no, you see, it's
Well,
Aang had 3 kids. One of them was an airbender, one was a waterbender, and then one was just nothing.
he's a loser.
And then all the other airbenders came about after the second part that
Yeah,
dealt
they
with.
just had a magical point in the thing where they're like, well, f- it, we want more airbenders.
Kinda, yeah, because there was like a whole thing about involving the spirit world and stuff like that. And after that stuff was settled, that was when a bunch of airbenders just started appearing, which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And that's where the evil
I
airbender
mean,
came
I
from.
haven't even seen it, but I've seen people talking about Legend of Korra, and they seem to not like that point in the show, like around when that shit starts happening.
And that's when
What the f-
Aang's kid that doesn't have any airbending powers also becomes an airbender.
And he's like, look, Dad, I'm like you, except you're dead because there's another avatar, so you couldn't be alive. God damn it.
And he's all like, "F you, Tenzin."
Gonna airbend the air away from your head so you can't breathe?
Yeah, I want to see some airbenders that just steal the air out of somebody's lungs and kill them that way.
Again, that's literally what happens.
Yeah, that's literally what they do, is they bend the air out.
That's what the evil airbender does.
Yeah. Bendication? Don't worry, I did that too, lap one. Lap
Like
two.
every lap, every time. Yeah, nothing about this makes me think of LA.
Well, Los Angeles is absolutely giant.
You're right,
Unless
we're
it's-
not driving through a casino.
Yeah, I want to go through a movie set where there's cowboys shooting at each other.
And this LA was probably a couple 100,000 people less at this point of where this game was made too. I almost guarantee you that this place would be surrounded by houses at this point. If not, in one giant arena, because they would complain about the dust.
And now it's over.
That was the last normal race,
That's
right?
the last of the motocross races.